I'm currently just imagining what my face is gonna look like after this with my blue teal eyeshadow and my pumpkin lips. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a really wonderful, fantastic day. Today we are finally going to be doing the IPSY Showdown for the month of November. I am so very sorry that it has taken me this long. It has taken just like a few extra days for my IPSYs to come in, and it had nothing to do with me procrastinating at all. That never happens. But today we are going to finally be doing the IPSY Showdown for November, and if you guys are brand new here and do not know what that is, I will try my absolute best to very quickly explain it to you. These intros run a little bit long, so there will be timestamps below down in the description. Before the IPSY Showdown, what we do here is I have 3 different IPSYs, and they all have very different profiles. So I have one IPSY that I call my regular bag. It is my regular profile that I've had for well over a year now. It has all my accurate like hair, eye color, skin tone, and all of my makeup preferences. I said that I like regular, everyday kind of makeup, and I really like makeup a lot. So I want a makeup heavy bag. Then I have my second bag, which I call my alter ego bag. This person has blonde hair and violent eyes. Did I just say violent eyes? I can't imagine what violent eyes is like. Anyway, blonde hair and violet eyes, and they want like crazy adventurous makeup, blues and greens and pinks and purples. And they also want a very makeup heavy bag. And then my third and final bag is a skincare bag, and they're all about the skin. They say, get that makeup stuff out of here. We just want little tubes of cream. And then at the end of all the unbaggings, I'm going to be trying everything on my face. So I'm starting with a really blank, lovely canvas. I am very sorry for most of this video. You're going to have to be looking at all of these. But let's go ahead and jump on into the bag so we can get going. So I have all 3 of my IPSY bags here. I'm gonna say that this month they're feeling kind of girthy. They're very like thick. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention that I have no idea which one of these bags matches which profile. So I'm gonna go through them and try to guess which bag matches which profile, and then after unbagging all of them, we're gonna see if I got it right. And if y'all want to, you guys can guess along down below with me in the comments. It's like YouTube's worst game show. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. Okay, so bag number 1 here. Oh my goodness, it's very thick. It's like a football. All right, so for the month of November, we have a little like very deep purpley bag here with tiny little hearts on it. I do not know if there are going to be any bag variations, but we'll see. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and grab out the very first product, which feels like kind of a decent sized cardboard box. Ooh, yummy. So the very first thing I have here is a kale, spinach, and green tea hyaluronic acid superfood air whip moisture cream. And this here is from Youth to the People, and I believe, yep, this is made in California. Where else would this be made? Oh, they got me. They tricked me a little bit. I thought it was going to be a pretty good size sample because of the box here, but it's actually just this big. For some reason, they felt they needed this entire cardboard box. So the sample is not as large as the cardboard box, but I do believe I have tried this before. So here we have the little pot of all those healthy green things that people like to eat. Oh, this is quite a small sample. My little jar here doesn't seem to be very full, but it doesn't have a super like strong scent. I was almost expecting like a really green, almost matcha-y scent for some reason. Probably because there's green tea in it. But it does feel super moisturizing and lightweight on the skin, so I'll give this a try. I think this is probably an expensive brand though. Okie dokie. Next up in here we have another cardboard box, and this is from Pretty Woman, and it is a nail polish. And can you guys believe it? My nails are painted. My nails are never painted. But let's go ahead and see what color this nail polish is. Ooh, okay, so this is actually a very deep, deep purple nail polish. And the name of this is Wine with Ice, Garçon. I feel like my mom would shudder at the thought of putting ice cubes in a red wine, but I don't know. Smells like nail polish, genius. Don't sniff it. So I just went ahead and swatched this on the box since my nails are painted. But it is a very pretty, like deep, deep plummy burgundy color. All right, next up here, I'm feeling a tiny little pot, and this is cute. This is from Ciate London. What are you? Oh, okay. So this is the Extraordinary Translucent Powder. Oh, very cute. I've only tried a couple things from Ciate London. I believe I've tried like a nail polish and a mascara and perhaps like a lip color, but never a face product like this. And I might never be able to because I can't get the sticker off. I'm just gonna shake a little, a lot of this I guess, out on the back of my hand. So this is supposed to be a translucent powder. It does feel very soft, not like crazy finely milled, but pretty finely milled. I'm not really seeing any tiny little glitters or anything on the back of my hand, which I personally appreciate. I really don't like translucent setting powders that have like shiny glitters in it unless like that's the thing I'm looking for. So yeah, I will definitely be giving that a test out today. Okay, next up in here we got something in bubble wrap. Very fun. Ooh, okay, so this is a little bit different. This is from Dermadeli, and this is a pumpkin seed serum. Ooh. Doesn't really smell like pumpkins, but it's very deep in color, which is kind of interesting. It says you're supposed to apply like a couple drops of this to clean skin. This is definitely something a bit different to get in an IPSY. Okay, and last but not least, we have something from Smashbox. So this is the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Out Loud, which looks like it's gonna be orange. So the last thing we received in this bag was a pumpkin seed oil. This one looks like the color of pumpkin. A good old nice roasted pumpkin. I personally am a fan of this liquid lip formula by Smashbox. I just don't know if I'm gonna be a fan of this color. Alright, so for bag number 1, we're off to a bit of a confusing start. We have Too Faced products, an orange lipstick, setting powder. So I honestly do not know what on earth this could be. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there and say it's the adventurous one, maybe, just because this is so darn orange. But I think it'll be a lot easier to tell once we move on into the next couple bags here. Moving right along to bag number 2. Again, we just have the same little purple heart bag, and it seems pretty thick as well. Okay, so reaching in, first thing I'm grabbing is a tiny little Mary Luminizer. I was very prepared to say Mary Luminizer because it's a very popular thing from the balm, but this is a Mary Luminizer. Sounds a bit scary. So this is a tiny little liquid highlight from the balm here. This is definitely something I haven't tested out before, I don't believe. Ooh, it's really pretty though. It does say that this is an all over highlight, so I'm sure you could use this wherever you like. But it's just a nice, like, subtle kind of champagne-y glow. I like that. Ooh. Okay, I'm excited. And again, Sephora Play, take notes. Okay, well, I was really excited at first and then I saw what it is and I might just be a little less excited now just based on the color, but still, it's a full-size Huda Beauty lip thing. So this is a Huda Beauty lip strobe in the shade Mystical. It appears that this is like a gloss and oh boy, it is iridescent. I'm not sure how well the shift is gonna show up on there for you guys, but it kind of has like a pinky purpley blue shift to it, and it's definitely in a gloss form. But it really is awesome just to see a full-size thing in a $10 subscription box. Like, there aren't that many subscription boxes out there that give you something cool and full size. Oh, okay, next up here we have something from a brand that I had never heard of before. This is Lottie London. This is the Blush Crush in the shade Zane. So here is the packaging. It's very cute. I like this pale pink. Oh, okay, so I was expecting it to come in some like little compact or something, but it does come in a pan here, and this honestly looks like it might be a full-size blush. If I'm not mistaken, blushes from like Makeup Geek and stuff look around this size, so that's really nice. So I'm looking at almost 2 full-size things here. This is also a beautiful color. I'm very excited for this color. So here is the blush right there. It's not like too overwhelmingly pigmented, which is good. I know I personally don't care to walk around looking like I got clown cheeks on. I like a lot of blush, but this would give a nice pretty wash of color to the face. Okay, reaching back in, I do believe we have our first repeat. So we have another extraordinary translucent setting powder from Ciate London. And because this tiny little guy here is a repeat, I'm going to set him to the side and pass him along to somebody else. And then finally, last but not least, we have this little pot of something. Ah, okay, we have some more fancy food cream here. This is an avocado honey rich water balm cream. It does have a really nice consistency. It's kind of like thin Vaseline. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what it feels like a little bit. And it feels really nice and moisturizing, so I'm kind of excited to try that out. Okay, so after bag number 2, I have absolutely no clarification as to what bag is what. In this one, we got a purple shiny iridescent lip color, a blush, a highlighter. I'm definitely thinking this is one of the more makeup heavy bags because there's less skincare in it. I'm gonna change my mind and say that this is the adventurous bag and the first bag is the regular bag, but I'm still very confused. All right, maybe a third time is the charm and it will clear everything up for me. So let's go ahead and get on into the third bag. I got really excited. I just like looked down in here again and saw yet another full-size Huda Beauty lip product. Oh, and it's in a different color. Ooh, okay, this one I think that I might really enjoy. So it is another lip strobe. I'm guessing it's going to be a gloss, but this is in the shade Shameless, and it looks quite magical as I just throw it across the room. So this looks like a very unique color. I'm not sure how well it's going to be picking up on the screen, but there's a lot of shifting colors happening in here. There's kind of like a red, but it shifts to kind of like a gold, and I don't know, it's very different. This also looks to be a little bit glittery, so let's see how this looks swatched. All right, I thought I might like this one better, but now I'm not sure, because if it was just kind of this red tone all the time, I think that's really pretty. But when the light catches it in a certain way, it almost looks green a little bit. I don't know. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a red gold shift, but we'll see how it looks on the lips. Okay, diving back in here, we have a little box, and this is something from Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics, and this is called Cosmic Light Multifunctional Pigments. Okay, so it looks like we have probably a little loose pigment here in the shade Pulsar, which looks like it's going to be a fun kind of blue teal color. I'm currently just imagining what my face is going to look like after this with my blue teal eyeshadow and my pumpkin lips. This one also has one of the world's most difficult stickers to remove. All right, so on the back of my hand here, ooh, okay, it is a really pretty color. It's not as crazy pigmented as I thought it would be. I'm sure if it was like packed on to a primed lid, it would be a lot more pigmented, but it's definitely blue. Okay, next up here we have yet another Ciate London Extraordinary translucent setting powder. I'm starting to think like Ciate gave IPSY a whole lot of little tiny powders. And digging back on into here, it looks like we have yet another little repeat. So we have another Mary Luminizer. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be like a pun of, like the Mary Luminizer. It's like Mary Lou and then Manizer, so Luminizer. But Luminizer just sounds like the name of a bad comic book villain. And then the very last thing in this little bag here is a hair product. This is the Marc Anthony True Professional Bye Bye Frizz Protecting Leave-In Conditioner. And I am typically, oh, my nails kind of go with it. Not really. I am not typically a huge fan of getting hair care things in subscription boxes just because my hair is just, it's so hard to deal with. That's why it's in this little like peacock tail back here. It's very fine, very thin, very cotton candy-esque, but I do have a good amount of frizz as well, so maybe this will help out. And you guys, honestly, I don't know. I am at pretty much a total utter loss. I don't know which bag is which. This one came with a blue eyeshadow and a color changing red gold lip gloss. I don't have any inkling of an idea. So here are my random guesses. Let me know your random guesses down below in the comments. I think the first bag, because there were two little face products in it, is the skincare bag, but it actually is. And then the second bag, I'm gonna say it's my regular bag. Sure, there is a purple iridescent lip gloss in it, but the second bag actually is. And then for the third bag, I guess that leaves it as the adventurous bag because there's blue eyeshadow in it. So, but it actually is. Alrighty guys, so that was everything that I had in my 3 IPSY bags. Let me know what you guys thought about this month down below in the comments. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions. I personally think there are several good things this month. I really like getting 2 full-size beauty products. I thought that was pretty awesome. They might not be exactly my favorite or go-to makeup items, but at least they're full-size. It makes me feel like I'm getting more. But anyway, I'm going to now transition on into the try-on portion. It doesn't really seem like there's that much we're gonna try on, but I know by the end of this I'm gonna end up with blue eyes and a funky looking lip. So let's go ahead and hop on into the try on portion if you guys want to stick around. Alright, so I have everything laid out here in front of me that I'm going to be trying on today. I hope I'm not missing anything. Things seem to just disappear in this area. It's like the Bermuda Triangle just in my filming room. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and get a little blurry here. And I'm just gonna try on a bunch of these serums and creams. I really hope I don't break out even more than I already have. Oh, that's an enticing color. Oh, don't drip in my mouth. No, no. Alright you guys, so that seems decently enough soaked in. Next, I'm gonna slap on a little bit of this avocado and honey, just all sorts of food for the face today. Okay, and because I'm not really trying to break out that intensely, I think I'm just gonna leave it at those two products and go ahead and move on into putting on some foundation. Oh! Gonna force you guys to watch just like 5 minutes of me making weird faces and blending out my foundation, so I'll be right back. Now that I'm all blended out, let's give it this little powder here a try. I have my big trusty dusty Morphe E41 brush here. It's the biggest, fluffiest brush I own. Seems like this really spills out a lot of its little holes in the top here. It's making a bit of a mess. Nope, I didn't just dump it out on top of my desk so I could more easily powder my face. Not me. Okay, so now that the powder is applied, I definitely feel like it set the foundation. I'm looking nice and matte and pale, but I do think it did the job. I don't really know if there is much flashback or anything with this powder. I have not tried it out before. We can go ahead and give it a little test. I'm not 100% sure what's more frightening. The look on my face, the fact that my closet door is like creepily open behind me, the skull over my shoulder, or my incredibly white flashback of my face. However, that being said, it was really close to my face when I took that picture, and I did apply a very liberal amount of this powder. I'm gonna warm up my face a little bit, hopefully, with this powder here. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. It's over 6 months expired, I'm sure. All right, now moving on to the next thing from the bags, I'm going to test out this little blush in the shade Zane. I really, really like this color. I'm definitely a blush fan, so I'm really hoping this works out nicely on the skin. Ooh, I personally really like that. I think it's a really nice, pretty color. It seems to blend into the skin really nicely too, so I think so far this might be my favorite thing that I've received. All right, now that I put like 47 layers of powder on my face, I'm gonna try out this cream highlight. This is one thing that I never understood about cream highlighters. I really don't get the concept of putting like the cream on top of the other makeup. Maybe I was supposed to put it on a different stage. I'm not 100% sure. Uh-oh. Oh no! It looks like someone just took a shiny marker and went across my skin. It's not getting better. Ooh, okay. After literally smacking my cheek for the past 5 minutes, I finally got it to blend in, but apparently whatever I did first is a no-no. You don't do whatever I just did first. I had basically just like a lightning bolt of highlighter going across my face and I could not get it to blend in. So what I am doing instead is putting it on my finger first in kind of a wide breadth, and then gently like tapping it in and not just putting little dots all over my face, because that just did not work out for me. Okie dokie, so the highlight is on and I do actually like how it looks on the skin. It gives the skin like a nice glow to it. I just had like a minor panic attack when I first put it on. Now that eyebrows are done, we are moving on to what I'm most nervous about, which is this blue eyeshadow. I've been thinking about this the entire time I've been putting on my makeup. I don't really know how to approach it. I feel like I'm most likely gonna end up just packing it on the lid and putting on a winged eyeliner. But we will see how it goes. I'm just going to kind of warm up my crease a little bit with the Soft Glam palette here from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is not the brush for this. See, this is what I can't stand about literally not being able to put eyeshadow on this eye. This eye took 3 seconds to do, blend it out, you know, not perfect, but not terrible. And then you go over here and I don't even know what this is. How did I get it that far in my inner corner? I'm just gonna press this onto my eye with my finger. Whoa, blue. I think this would actually look the best maybe if you just had some like fake lashes on and you didn't do liner and mascara, which is what I'm gonna do because I don't feel like suffering today. But I think fake lashes would probably look nice with this. They're just so hard. Okay, and now it is time to try out the lip products. I am going to go ahead and try on all 3 of them on my lips. I think I'm gonna go for my final look for the pumpkin spice lip color. What's it called? Out Loud. But first, let's give these 2 little Huda Beauty thingies here a gander. So the first one we have is in the shade Mystic. On its own, it's definitely not my favorite kind of shade. It might look cool with maybe a different makeup look. For this look, I think I'm gonna try something different. Next up to bat here, we have the Huda Beauty in the shade Shameless. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna put on my glasses so I can actually see these. Well, you guys, you know what? This one isn't that bad. When I first watched it, I was like, oh, it looks red and then it also looks green. It's like Christmas. But it's really not that bad on. This is actually kind of a pretty color. All right, now last and potentially least, we have the Smashbox Liquid Lip in the shade Out Loud, which I'm just convinced is gonna look like a pumpkin on me. But let's go ahead and find out. It's a good thing Thanksgiving's tomorrow. Why is it that I almost don't hate this? I have never before in my life worn an orange lipstick and been like, yeah, I'm okay with that. But I kind of like it. My lips are completely lopsided. That's not the lipstick's fault though. That's just me being unable to actually outline my lips properly. And strangely enough, yeah, do I look a bit crazy in this makeup look? Maybe a little bit, but I think this lipstick goes the best with it. So at least with my glasses on, I think it looks halfway decent, but also the glasses cover up a good portion of the eye makeup. So let me know what you guys think this looks like down below in the comments. Do you think it's all right? Do you think I'm crazy for almost kind of liking it? All right, you guys, that was everything I have for you all today. The 3 unbaggings and the try on of all the products. I had a pretty good time. I hope you did too. So just thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to leave all of your thoughts and opinions about everything down below in the comments. Please go ahead and consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!